70 bits. Oh boy.
Thank you.
Very good. Delightful. Stream had a little spike for a second. On my end, I've got no dropped frames, so if any weirdness has happened with your feed, it's got to be on Twitch's end. I've forgotten to do so many things. Space Hoppercopter, thank you for the 70 bits. I've forgotten to do so. I don't even have the right controller plugged in. This is a problem. Hold on. Unplug this one. I have my controller for New Game plugged in with its many features, such as analog sticks. And I gotta grab my dedicated controller for Old Game, which lacks all such things, but is also quite comfortable. Hold on, I'm plugging it in. All my controllers are wired because I'm a old man. Aha! There we go. I've done it. That's my activity feed. We don't need that. Astral Flan, thank you for the 48 whole years. That's my Twitch activity feed. Thank you. Thank you, Astral Flan, for the 48 whole years. Yeah, tangled wires. Had the wrong controller plugged in. I'm all out of whack. Can't stream 3 days in a row without my brain turning to mush, it would seem. But hi, hello everyone. We're here to play more Phantasy Star. We gotta finish the video game today. I don't know how long this stream will be, to be honest with you. We have like some amount left to do. But it's not like, I don't think it's gonna be as long as either of the previous two, unless we either get cooked or we get lost. And both of those things are very possible, but that's probably fine. A 10-hour stream smash cut into the longest episode of all. We've done most of the things necessary to finish the video game. We've done most of it. We're missing a few important objects. But that's really it. We might crush a bottle. That's true. This one's like half empty already. Twi Gaming, thank you for the 17 whole years. I appreciate you, friend. Hold on, I gotta open some documentation that I'll need to make progress. There we go. And move this. Cool, okay. Yeah, more Phantasy Star. Post-game Metal Max playthrough. I don't know about that. What about the frog race? We'll get to the frog race. Let's make a little progress first. What's the situation? What are we holding? What do we need to obtain? We've got our Laconian pot, we got our lamp, we have the wand for escaping from battles, we got the axe, the ice digger, we got the eclipse torch, which we traded our amber eye for. We're gonna need this torch for a mystery object that'll be revealed in due time. First things first, though, we're about 5,000 short of diamond armor. We need like 15k for the best armor we can get for Alice. This is super duper necessary, or else we're gonna get bodied by what comes next.
Good luck bringing in the Glacier Kraskel today, brave Space Harion.
Harion? Thank you, Kefki, for the 100 bits. We'll get the money along the way. We're not gonna go out of our way to grind for it. We'll get it. We'll get it in transit.
This is it. This is the Final Fantasy Star stream.
Very good. Coffee Kindred, thank you for the 64 whole years. And Chia64, thank you for the 64 whole... Coffee Kindred, thank you for the 100 bits. Chia64, thank you for the 64 whole years. Did you miss the frog race? No. No, you have not. We'll get to it. Let's make a little bit of progress first, and we'll do some celebratory frog racing. Step 1. Get back to planet Dezoris for the last time. We gotta go back into Snowtown. We gotta go to the snow planet. It is the least hospitable for human life. There's almost no towns. There's nowhere to heal yourself. It's all caves and dungeons and dragons. No relation, of course. So let's just get this one out of the way. Let's get the last couple things we need from this planet and then never go here again. That is the wrong one. This one, yes. How are we all doing today? Hope everybody's had a pleasant week so far. The sound design in this game is very good. I like a lot of the sound effects. A lot of the sounds the enemies make when they attack, although that gets way better in the next game. Enemies make some really good sounds when they attack in the next game. Not that there's a next game, of course. It's currently 1987, and we haven't heard of such a thing. Back into the ice caves. There's no way around it. There's no way to get anywhere on this planet without trekking through, like, 4 caves first. Yeah, it'll never sell enough to make a sequel. Hold on, I gotta make sure I know where I am. How many dragons this time? We haven't run into one yet, but we do have to go through the dragon cave in particular to get to where we're aiming to get. So we're probably gonna see at least a handful. What is a planet but a system of caves? I haven't been in many caves. I don't have proper spelunking experience. I don't know if this is correct. Wait, no, yeah, we take a left there and then we're out. My brain is completely mush right now. Too much poring over maps. Do I have spelunky experience? I have played maybe an hour or two of Spelunky, the first one. I've never played the second one, but they both look very good. How are there so many scorpions? Help me. The encounter rate's been cranked up, it seems. It doesn't usually take this long to get out of the first one. Don't have the patience to learn Spelunky. It looks like death comes very swiftly in that game, which not everyone's going to be emotionally prepared for. 5 Desorians. They hate Pullmans. They hate us. Anyone that resembles a human, it's on site. It's just open fire. Do actual spelunking. I went somewhere to, like, explore a cave with some friends. It was like a tourism thing. I don't know where that was. That might have been, like, Vermont or something. I don't remember what state we went to go, like, real spelunking, but we did do that once. Don't go cave diving? We did. It already happened. That's a real thing that happened. We didn't die, it was fine. There were guardrails. What is a hype chest? I think it's some kind of thing where you unlock an emote. When there's a hype train, which, thank you, by the way, whenever there is one. I know I don't draw attention to it. That's because I don't really care for the money aspect of this profession. Whenever there is one, you open the chest and you get some kind of an emote equal to what level the hype train was on. That's pretty much it. Catharis OG, thank you for the 47 whole years. This is this way. Here we go. No, there's a few good ones, dude. I like the golf one where it says miss. That one's pretty good. The one where it's a guy button mashing is also quite strong. Wait. Am I in the dragon tube? I think I'm in the dragon tube. We'll never know. We got out, baby. Where's my ice digger? Yeah, the dragon tube. What's up, Mike? You had this on Game Boy Advance? Yeah, there was a Phantasy Star collection on there. Had the first 3. I'm not too familiar with those versions, but it's cool that they put those on there. There's a bunch of Sega games on GBA. They had like the Sega Smash Pack as well, and Comic Zone. It's neat. Yeah, all the gay bees are really good. All the gay bees emotes. Is this the right way? This is towards the... No. This is towards the morgue where we got the Laconian axe for Odin, and we proceeded to never use it. Because it's not as good as the gun we have. I appear to be riding a giant tank in my high fantasy RPG. No. This is not a high fantasy RPG. Phantasy Star has always been science fiction. They are kind of tooting at us, yeah. Another 4 streams until you get a stimmy. Are you telling me to stream more often just so you can get watch streak money for the frog race? I see what's going on here. I'm hip to your schemes. I get it. He hates video games, chat. He's only here for the frogs. On the other hand, we've already streamed the game that he wanted us to stream. We've already streamed, like, we already did Bujin Guy, so I guess it's all downhill from there. I don't think we're going the right way. I think we gotta go down this way. We gotta use our ice digger to dig through some ice. We've had this thing for a while. We've mostly been using it for traversal, but it actually can dig through the ice! Big battle.
How goes the endless grind?
Believe it or not, we're almost to the end of it. It's been going pretty good, though. We haven't had too many problems. It's been going all right.
I mean, if you want more Gact, then there's always Dirge of Cerberus.
We can't play a second Gact game on this stream. My career wouldn't survive 2 encounters with Gact. Thank you for the 100 bits, Big Battle, and Trini. I took about 2 steps! You got me. The second Cactus hit the Dino stream. So right now we're looking for a few more key items that we'll need to reach the end of the video game. Through talking to all the townspeople in the game, you can learn all kinds of information. And we've learned from one person somewhere, I don't even remember where, that there's an object called the Arrow Prism that we can use to reveal the location of some kind of flying castle. That's all we know about it up to this point. I'm sure we've been told where it is, too, and it's actually right here in this cave. I'm sure somebody told us that. I couldn't tell you who, but I'm sure somebody did. Ooh, it's dragons. It's dragons again. Yeah, we played Gunstar Superheroes. That game is extremely good. You probably don't need me to tell you that. Chia 64.
Please be careful of the dragon.
Everywhere I go, it's ice dragons. There's no way, there's no escape. At least they don't seem to hit as hard as they used to. We've got that going for us. We're gonna get this Arrow Prism, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. And then we'll do the frog race and the poem.
It's all dragons again.
Yeah.
It's all dragons again.
There's no way out, I fear. It's all dragons all the way down. Wait, it's Frostman. He just kind of chill with it, yeah. Alice is starting to do extremely good damage with that Laconian sword she's got. Is there a single enemy that has whole party AoE damage? Yeah, we were getting lit up yesterday by the Marauders. I don't know if you were, like, here at the time. What's in this chest? A magic hat. Huge. I don't know if you were here for the Marauder arc, where we were getting lit the fuck up by Marauders that hit the whole team. They're a problem. They're a big problem. And they're probably gonna throw more of them at us. Most of the enemies, though, we shouldn't have any trouble with anymore. There's a few problematic ones that remain. For the most part, we're strong enough to deal with just about everything. I wouldn't mind more games with this kind of exploration. Seems kind of like a dying art. But at the same time, if it doesn't have an auto mapper, I'm out. I can't go back to the hand mapping age. I refuse. You'll have to drag me kicking and screaming. Kowloon High School Chronicle. Dude, I'm at the point where I've blocked so many, like, gaming channels on YouTube that they're starting to give me weird shit. Like, YouTube, the algorithm, they're just starting to give me whatever the fuck, just to see if I'm interested. I watched, like, a 30-minute video on Kowloon Walled City. It was the most interesting thing I'd ever seen. They're giving me everything. They're giving me disc golf. They're giving me Scrabble. They're giving me Chinese history for whatever reason. All of them are more interesting than, like, any gaming video I've seen in the past 5 years, I'm sorry to say. Holy shit, can I not stand the gaming portion of YouTube? You get some heaters a few times a week. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. What's up, Greffery? Yo, Astral Flan.
I require goose.
997 bits! Thank you so much. Yeah, competitive Scrabble. There's a lot of... I've seen a lot of competitive Scrabble plays. It's really fucking funny. But I mean, it also at the same time looks like super impressive because you got these people that memorize the entire, like, Scrabble dictionary. Like, words up to 8 letters, or maybe it's 7 letters. I don't remember how big of a play you can do, but... That's gotta be crazy. To memorize a whole dictionary. Any future plan to play Phantasy Star 2 through 4? We will play all 4 of them by the end of the year. This I promise you. In between those 4 games, though, it's going to be our regularly scheduled dank. That is to say, if I do stream on Friday, and I still don't know if I am or not, if I do stream on Friday, it's going to be our regularly scheduled dank. Is that all it does, Chickabo? I'm willing to accept that if that's the only thing it does. I don't want any other changes. Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. That's good. That's great news. Yeah, thank you, Chickabo. I'd appreciate that. I mean, not that I would participate in like illegal transactions of electronic game soft. I would never stoop so low. Shoot me a DM. I would never do such a thing. Titans. They're huge. Can I rope? Can I rope you? Can I wall? Wait, I have the help spell now. When did that happen? Meow has the help spell. This increases the damage of whoever... Oh, this increases the damage of whoever we cast it on. So use help on Alice, that way she can hit like twice as hard. He is, he's kind of shredded, yeah. Woo! Holy shit, she did like 70 damage. That's crazy. It's not illegal if it's in the briefcase. True. Yeah. Can we get a thing in the header that says this is a science fiction game? I can't. There we go. We got our prism. I can't do that. People would ask even more questions about it. We got our arrow prism. Can I just use that right now? Does that do anything? Alice raises the prism towards the sky. Nothing happens, however. Okay. We gotta find the right spot in the game to use that to reveal some kind of a floating castle. Science fiction with a PH? It's an Indiana Jones puzzle. It was a very influential film. Actually, speaking of films, what we're gonna do next year, because I keep dancing around these kinds of video games on my stream, we're gonna start doing, I think, Movie Game Monday, so that we can play some of the movie games. Now, when I say that out loud, in your brain, you're probably imagining a lot of games. Like, I don't know, Terminator, Jurassic Park, maybe that sort of shit. It's gonna be just as dank as you're thinking. I mean, it's gonna be just as dank as you're used to. I'm gonna whip out some, like, dank-ass, like, Korean film that happened to get a game for, like, MS-DOS or whatever. It's still gonna be movie games, but it's not gonna be any less dank. That's true, we are gonna do that, Hatman. I'm saving that, I'm saving it. It's gonna happen. But then, you know, we'll also play some of the other ones that I just still haven't gotten around to. Like, there are still some Jurassic Park games I want to stream. I'm trying so hard to cut through these mammoths. Jurassic Park on Game Boy. I'm not familiar with that one. Arm Joe? The, like, Les Mis Mugen fighting game? It's neat, but it's also not, like, a real licensed product. We're almost there. The movie doesn't have Robo Valjean. What's Arm Joe? It is a Les Mis fighting game. I can't state that any more clearly. No, I don't know why it exists. But it sure does. It is, it's really rad. I'm not disparaging it in any way, but I was more... With Movie Game Monday, I was more aiming for, like, actually licensed kinds of games. William Thomas Dragon. We gotta save 8 MP so that we can fly out of this joint. Like Street Fighter, the movie, the game. I've already streamed both versions of that, but we could probably do it again. We could probably play those again. If they cut off Jean Valjean at the knees, he'd be Jorts Val Jorts. I'm just gonna keep walking. What do you mean true? Don't validate him. Don't even. It'll go straight to his head. Don't even. That was pretty funny, though. Put the hat on. Alice uses the magic hat. It has no effect. It's not even a magical hat. And it's gone. I consumed it for nothing. It's alright, we don't need it. Raise the arrow prism towards the heavens. You should then be able to see the dark castle. Right. So is that just anywhere outside, or? Flute me out of here. They eat the heretic. You know what's fucked up is we're still gonna have to make another pilgrimage to this planet, because I'm flying back to safety so that we can do our redeems that are on hold. We're still gonna have to fly back there one more time. Just to grab a quick thing, and then we can leave and never come back. Alright, save the game. We got frogs to race. There we go. Alright. Mute the game. Hit this button. I ask you a simple question, chat room. Which of these 4 frogs do you most believe will cross the finish line first? Make your selection now. It's always gravy day somewhere. I completely agree. What do we got? We have almost an even split between Highlight and College Fund. We have a frog named College Fund. 20% on Gravy Day, returning champion. 15 on ZZ Bad Nusty. Best of luck, everyone. May the frog race begin. We're down to the last 60 frogs. Frog number 2 has a slight lead. Tries to maintain it. One good burst away from the line. College Fund makes it look easy. with the greatest of ease. Pay that out to frog number 2 then. 282,000 new yen given to 22 lucky winners. Congratulations, all 22 of you. My condolences, everybody else. The reign of college fund begins, I suppose.
A dud!
Alright, we gotta throw it over to Stampede for a quick poem as well, then we get back to the video game.
Hey Stampede, how about a poem?
When I was a child, there was a cave 2 towns down behind the hills and beyond the cranberry bogs. We walked to it on train tracks and slide the September wet slope to its mouth. It smells dank and earthy. Once inside, we creep in a steady semi-shower of water from the cave roof, where a million wet fingers pierce the darkness above, reaching tendrils of plant life, hidden from the top walker's sight, known only to us, under.
It smells dank and earthy. Very good. Now, where were we? How much money do we have now? 14,000! We gotta go back to
I
Botavia.
dreamt about swimming in an orange soda ocean. Thankfully it wasn't reality, but a fantasy.
Somebody shoot that
Here's
guy.
a quarter, Fats. Get out of town.
Yo, Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Shade Hollow, thank you for the quarter. We're close enough to the diamond armor that we could go grab that now. We could just pester some fishmen and we'll have enough. Let's go bully some fishmen real quick. We need like 600, that's all we need. And then we can fly over to Motavia, grab the armor, and then do the rest of what we need to do. They shot peak comedy. Comedy is illegal. The joke snipers are on the roof. If they detect a bad joke, they'll take the shot. They've been instructed to. Yeah, it's just like Silence Go. It is, Kluber, especially the fishmen. The fishmen, they die fast enough and they're worth enough money that it is probably more efficient to get money off of these than anything over in Desirous. Because there's 5 of them. So you kill 5 of them at once and you get like a couple, you get a few hundred, right? 210? Like 3 of those. Yeah, there's another one. It's because there's 5 of them stacked on top of each other. You get so much for so little time, especially with Odin's laser gun chopping them down as fast as it is. How are they worth more than a Marauder? It's because the Marauder is just one guy. And this is a swarm of 5 fishmen. This is like one of the most lucrative enemies in the game just because they stack so many of them into one fight. Wow. Okay. We have everything we need. We're flying to Motavia to buy the best armor Alice can wear. And then we never have to open a treasure chest again. Because we'll have purchased everything that we need. That's not entirely true, though. We're still gonna need burger money at the very least. Well, you need to fight, because you gotta level up and get stronger so that you don't get one-shotted by the final boss. But the chest afterwards, completely optional. You could just say no. Make a short pilgrimage to Motavia to buy this armor, and then fly back to Desirous. Just so we can grab another quick thing. One horse-sized duck versus 100 duck-sized horses. You're probably right. I'm probably... Well, I don't think it'll be greed that makes me open them. I think it'll just be I'm mashing. because the combat in this game is very conducive to me just reading the chat while mashing the go button. You don't have to make many micro decisions in this. Now, that's not as true in the Genesis ones, because you can be,
And yo, Merry Christmas.
Chia64 gifted
Thanks.
Dynamite P to sub. Thank you so much. What's up, Akitone? What the hell was I saying? You can make, there's more micro decision making in 2, 3, and 4 because you have more moves. You're able to use more moves. You don't have to hoard all of your MP for the boss fight. Whereas in this game, they have you mostly walking around doing normal attacks. Because if you overspend before you get to the boss, you're just fucked. Unless you intend to eat burgers the whole way. Yeah, Phantasy Star 4's like macro system is awesome. You can like queue stuff up in a specific order to get completely unique moves. It fucking rules. What's up, Hecking Crow? How's the fantasy going? We're at the tail end of this game. We have a little bit more business to do on each planet. Can I use the Ice Digger here? Using the Ice Digger will do no good here. Yeah, it's okay. It's got to be Land Rover. I just wanted to see if it was possible. Through the Antlions to the capital of Motavia, go to Passio. I'm just here to buy a suit of armor. And I'm never coming to this rinky-dink planet ever again. That's not true.
In the best Parapatu voice, burgers.
I don't think they nailed that. Diamond armor worth $15,000. There we go. The best armor that she can wear. What's her defense at right now? What's your defense? 177? This is probably gonna get you up to like 200, right? 222? That gave you like 50 more defense. Sell the old one. It's a hell of a purchase. There is not a place to sell items here. It's really good, yeah. We'll be glad that we have that. Fly me off this rock. And then sell this old one. I don't need my light suit anymore. We got $300. That's plenty of burger money. We got so much burger money right now. But we don't need to buy anymore because we're already holding a bunch. Hand me down her armor? Well, everybody has better armor than her already. All 3 of the other characters already have their best gear. Now every character has all of their best gear in every category. Like, we're done getting better gear. Everybody's got the best everything. I lied when I said last time that we were going to Deseris for the last time. But this time, it's the last time. You understand? Hell no, what the fuck? Yeah, at least until the next game. This time we're very definitely going here for the last time. We do gotta go through these one more time. And then most of the rest of the game takes place on planet Palma, where we're from. We got the whole final Palma arc to do. Yeah, we're in the caves again. I like that there's no ceiling or floor in these. Leonage, thank you for the 61 whole years. But that's a tier 3, never mind. Thank you for the 183 whole years. Thank you. I had to do a double take. Thank you so much. That's like $25. That's crazy. Do I even have any tier 3 emotes? I don't think I do. Or maybe I do. I don't remember. I don't remember making any. Because while I was looking at the emote screen, it was like tier 3 emotes. You know, people that pay $25 to subscribe. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Nobody will ever do that. Because I can't imagine any emote that would be worth that price, so I just never put anything there. But I probably should, because it's also fucked up for people that do that to get nothing for it, so I probably should. Oh, you want the Iron Man? The Iron Man not like this? I could probably put that back. I think I have that around here somewhere. We gotta deal with Lassic, yeah. We're still unable to reach Lassic until we have picked up a few more things. Have I played Resonance of Fate, the Tri-Ace game? I sure have. It's a game about making triangles. It's a game about setting up your party to be in a triangular formation around your opponents. Scolionage! $5 dues.
Wabba dub, is that true?
Yeah. I've made some really fucked up guns in various video games with customizable guns. You know a game that's got some really goofy gun customization? Army of Two? Like the first one. Actually, I've only played the first one. Maybe the other ones get even goofier. You can make some really fucked up looking weapons in that game. I like it a lot. Army of Two 2. I have not played that one. I liked the first one. Yeah, Army of Two 2? Scolionage!
Yo!
What is happening?
This $5 go buy some game.
Here you go, big guy.
I don't have a face cam to do the flex. You'll have to. I'm flexing with my arm, right? I'm doing the pose, but you can't see it. Thank you. Can you tell the difference between all of these mountains on screen, chat room? Can you tell that one group of these mountains is diggable with the ice digger? Of course you can't. It's because they're all exactly the same. And yet, one of them does, in fact, crumble from the ice digger. It's not this one. It's not these. It's not these top ones. It's not these. It's not these. It's this one right here. There's a path through these in particular, and you would just not know about it because all of it looks the same. Because, of course, there is. That takes us to this forest area. What's up, Wanro? So in order to find that, you'd have to case the entire planet. Is that needed to beat the game? Yes. Yes, it is. This is a mandatory plot object we're about to gather. In order to find this on a blind playthrough, you would have to literally try to use the ice digger on the entire outside edge of the planet. But don't worry, I've come prepared. And then in the middle here, we have one lone tree all by itself. Yeah, you gotta try to dig all the ice. Get rid of this flash. There is one lone tree here. A unique tree. It has its own graphic. We can search it. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. This tree has the magical Lierma nuts that we've heard about. And we know two things about this nut. We know that if you give it to certain species of animals, they grow wings and become very large. That doesn't really matter right now. We also know that they die super quickly. So if you don't put them in a Laconian pot, the instant you harvest them, they die. So we already have the pot. And the only way to get them out of the tree is to use the torch we have. Alice raises the torch towards the sky. Alice takes the nut of Lierma and puts it in the Laconian pot. Now we're done on this planet. We're never coming to this planet again. Yeah, Merry Crimbus, by the way. Get me out of here. We're officially done with the snow planet. What if you don't have the pot and you grab a nut? Are you soft-locked? No. I don't even know if you can get to that point of the game without the pot, because you have to fight Dr. Mad over in that other town. Well, actually, maybe that whole thing, it's possible that you wouldn't have done that yet. I guess it's possible. You wouldn't be soft-locked, though. There are a few ways to soft-lock yourself in this game. That's not one of them. Something's amused Kluber, but I don't know what it is. He just kind of types words, and then he types the LUL emote, but I never know why. I would love to join in on what's so funny, but I don't know. I think I'm the joke. Okay, we gotta get... Do I have any more burger space? I have one space for burgers. I am funny? Funny how? Funny how? What do you mean? What, am I like a joke to you? I'm just kidding. Yeah, what, like a clown? Turn the music off, get super serious.
No.
So there's one place we haven't been. There's one place we ain't really been to yet. On Planet Palma. You should, it's a really good movie. I love Goodfellas, that's a hell of a film. We really haven't been up to this part of the map. The top right corner of Palma, I mean it loops, so maybe not top right per se. Help. I took one step. Yeah, up north past Scion, we have this whole, like, walled-off region. We were only able to explore a cave on the outside of it, but we do have to go inside properly now. Yeah, here we are. Where are my supplementary materials? There you are. So this door right here, this would be This is the one and only level barrier in the game. There are several money barriers where you have to buy an object to make progress. This is the game's only level barrier. This door, we cannot dungeon key this door. It doesn't work. You can only open this with the open spell that Noah has. And Noah learns this on level 17. So if Noah's not there yet and Noah's on level 20, we're fine. You just can't make any progress. You would be hard stuck right here until you leveled up Noah enough. It's speedrun protection, exactly. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if speedrunners found some way around that. Have you found the armor in Guaran? You're talking about the morgue, yeah? I do have that armor. Well, aren't you something? All who face Lassic lose their souls to his magic. He's Shang Tsung, I understand. Get me out here, but it's in vain. Your magic is mine. I like the guy that asked if we got the armor. And then, well, aren't you something? Like, yes. My mom called me a very handsome man. It's foolish to try to get Lassic. There's no fights in here, though, so that's good. Trying to get over the 99 hard cap, yeah. Lassic is gonna sacrifice us. Ag! Yeah, they're not having a great time in this little prison here. They've either lost their minds or they're like they're dooming. They're doom posting in the corner. There's a tower of the top of Bea Malay. Something secret is hidden at the top of the tower. It's good to know. That's actually really good information, knowing what we know about the objects we're holding. There are guards up ahead. I can take them. I'm not worried about it. Do you have your road pass? I sure do. I got my road pass right here. This is a fake! Do you think you can fool a robot? Off to jail we go. Right. I forged my road pass, apparently. Straight to jail with ye. You've been locked up too. There is a way out, but I like it in here myself. Do you? Love to live in a completely unfurnished cave. Big fan. So you could check out this whole floor. You could check out this floor, and you find that it's a complete dead end. And you'd think that there's no way out. But I'm pretty sure there's either a door here or a fake wall. Yeah, there you go. So this is a quirk of the way the game draws dungeon graphics. They cannot draw doors flat across like that unless you're looking right at them. So we can't see that there's a door one space ahead and to the left. You can only tell by actually looking at it. This will be important information for later. Can you strafe? No. There's no strafing in this. That'd be good tech, though. Oh! I've gone outside. That was not my intention. What we're actually supposed to do is say no to the guard. If you say yes to the guard, they determine that your road pass is fake, you go to jail. We need to say that we don't have a road pass, which is completely backwards from every other road pass-based interaction we've had up to this point. Strafing was not invented yet. Yeah. I do not have my road pass. You are a fool! You will die! That's the robot cop. Chop him down. No relation, of course, yeah. No similarities. Any similarities to other robot cops are completely coincidental. Please do not pursue legal action. Alright, we've made it to the other side of the wall. What do you mean, similarities? I need my... There we go. No, that's a dead end. Forgery should have been the more severe punishment. That's true. I mean, they did try to throw us in jail with a really hard-to-see door to get out. In some ways, that's a life sentence. But then they tried to kill us for not having the pass. Which, I mean, what crime did we commit then? We walked in, we walked through, we said we didn't have a pass, and we die for it?
Alice, there's a guard coming this way. Quick, flatten yourself against the wall so it won't see you, as long as it doesn't turn 90 degrees.
Thank you, Odin, for $1 too. They had a quota to meet. I guess so, yeah. I just can't imagine what crime we committed for not having a pass. There wasn't the door. I mean, I guess the door was locked, actually. When we walked in, we had to magically open a door. So maybe it's just trespassing. Maybe that's what we did wrong. That was the misplay. I'm gonna leave that chest there. If we wander around in this little cave for a while, we should find— Yeah, Dr. Mad is back! So, in this one little cave, you can find Dr. Mad. He returns. Put a wall up. There we go. He's still aiming at Meow. He wants Meow dead so bad. Yeah, he's exclusively aiming at the cat. The Doctor Who was doing evil, like, animal-based experiments. Wait, he aimed at Odin, he gave up? That's good. We got him. Now he's double dead. He was already dead, now he's double dead. There shouldn't be this many eyeballs in this cave. It's the name of an old kids game show. I'm willing to believe that. Help. It's all slimes. No, we can't draw attention to the slimes having a butt crack. We can't draw attention to that for another stream. I won't survive. We got some lava that we want to hover over. We do not want to tank lava damage if we can avoid it. Love the way it's animated, though. And then here, we have the Baya-Malay Tower, one of the biggest dungeons in the whole game, and a place we're probably going to have to take, like, 3 distinct trips into to get all the important stuff. Had to allow that through automod. Can we stop for more burgers? We're full up. We got so many burgers. I'm holding like 10 burgers right now. We got to cast open. Also, Noah got the Rise spell, which is a revival spell. That's obviously very good if somebody dies. Allow what? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I need to stare rigidly at the graphics in front of me to make sense of what direction I'm going. Okay, we're going this way. 2 sorcerers. We're gonna be in this cave for a while. Or we're gonna be in this dungeon, this tower for a bit. It's very big. We take a right? Yeah. I know where I am. Let's say you blast through this game. How long is it? Like, if you cook and you know where you're going and you've optimized your routing and all that, probably under 10 hours. Something like that. It's probably going to take me closer to 15 total, because you got to add stream tax and general incompetence to the equation. If you play it blind, you're cooked. Just 100%. Because of the way this game's maps work. You'd have to map it out yourself. That would take days. This Centaur's camo index is crazy. He hits for 12? He's pretty good. Skills at gaming are amazing. I find myself to be a fairly average gamer. And that's because I am surrounded by other streamer friends who are quite good at games. But a lot of them tend to focus in on a smaller group of them, whereas I'll broadly play basically anything. So I'm just kind of okay at most games, as opposed to really good at any of them. You've been working all week on a spreadsheet designed to do 2 things: justify your convictions and piss off gamers with facts. I support the dream. I support the struggle, Mr. Radon. I would love to see that spreadsheet. I'm alright at Marvel 3. I've played a small handful of Marvel 3 in my life. I'm okay. Oh, this whole soundtrack bangs. I'm a huge fan. A treasure chest right here in the middle of nowhere. Why would I expect anything different? It's empty and it explodes. It's burger time. Yo, what's up, Tarzimal? How are you here? We've already killed you in this game. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It was close, though. You went 0-2, but it was close. But yeah, we're at the end of this one. We'll be done with this game by the end of this stream. And then throughout the rest of the remainder of the year, we'll play the other ones. I'm the Great Daymore, Soothsayer. Do you believe in my prophecies? No. Leave my sight, unbeliever. The timing was so good. Let's try that again. Daymore, Soothsayer. Do you believe in I do believe in your prophecies, yes. Good. You're searching for something? No. Leave my... Okay, fair enough. He booted me out, dude. I am searching for something. Good. Are you searching for Alex O'Sale? No, I'm not. Leave my sight, unbeliever. Translator's note. The name that they just said is the full name of Alex Kidd, which is a different game altogether. But it also refers to the designer who goes by that same pseudonym who worked on both games. So that line is just a meme. That's just there to be a meme. But yeah, I guess we're searching for him. Yeah, I guess we're searching for Alex Kidd. Good! Everything you've said is correct? No. Do you contradict the Great Daymore? I wouldn't dream of it, sir. I wouldn't dream of it? Of course not! You are a promising young lass. I will give you a magic crystal for a reward. Thank you, I guess. Strange old man. I'll take the crystal, though. The crystal has a very important function. It defends against Lassik's magic. Did we fleece a man with dementia? Maybe a little bit. We got a really important object out of it, though. Oh no, they have the AoE spell. They got AoE spells. That's an issue.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. There will be more Phantasy Star streams in the within the next 2 months. Yeah. Can you brute force it without the orb? I genuinely don't remember. Probably. I genuinely don't know. Every time I've played this, I've procured the crystal. Really excited for 3 and 4. 3 is gonna be the weirdest one to stream. I'm not doing the bit where... I'm not doing the bit where everyone calls it, like, the weird one in the series. Where I'm over that. But it is going to be the weirdest one to stream because it has branching paths, and I don't know if we're going to want to show all of them to be thorough or just play like one. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Logistically, it's going to be the strangest one to stream. Just because of the structure of the video game. That's actually a really good idea, Psyche. That's a banger idea. Is this the main floor again? Titan! Branching paths decided via frog race. Well, the thing is, you get different snippets of the overall lore of the game based on which branch that you're in. So to get the full breadth of the story, you're highly encouraged to try all of them. And I don't know the best way to handle that. But that's future Dino's problem. That's tomorrow Dino problems. I am not comfortable fighting 2 sorcerers right now. I think we might just bail. I think we might bail out of this dungeon. I think we might warp back, buy some more burgers, come back. Phantasy Star 2 tomorrow. Phantasy Star 2 will not be tomorrow. There will not be a stream tomorrow. And then maybe there's a stream on Friday. And if we do stream on Friday, it's gonna probably be like... It's probably gonna be some, like, MS-DOS jank. Because I've been on kind of a DOS kick lately. I liked Monster Bash. Monster Bash was good. Rough and Tumble was good. That wasn't a DOS game, though, but it sure as hell felt like one. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. I've lost my position on the cartography I'm looking at. So I kind of have to flute myself back out anyway. PC gaming before stream. Yeah, I should we should call all of our streams the way that YouTubers title videos. The forgotten computer that predates Steam. The big red arrow in the thumbnail.
Phantasy Star 3 with battle starting music is Peem.
Yeah, you talking about the like 2-second music loop? Hold on, I gotta pull this up. The 2-second music loop when an encounter begins. Mute the game, hold on. This is what it sounds like when a fight starts in Phantasy Star 3. And it just does that until you choose your commands. It's like a 2-second loop. It's pretty funny. You found an undiscovered game in the top result of a Google search, yeah. Okay, we need more burgers. Stop distracting me, chat room. Change it to clown slapstick music. What if it was the Robo Trek battle theme? That'd be pretty good. Robo Trek was a great time. That game rules. Wait, gotta cast open. So in order to save MP on open spells, because that costs 4, and they throw more magically locked doors at us the farther in we get. And we don't want our MP to be drained just like by traveling normally. There is an item that we can get. We can get like the Miracle Key, I think it's called. And it'll open even those magically locked doors, but that's in the same tower that we just left, so we can go and grab that optionally. I don't think this is a necessary thing to grab, but we're gonna do it for the sake of being thorough. I do not have my road pass, sir. It's hard to get the clown music on Rig's stream. He has like 10,000 sound commands. I don't know how he doesn't lose his mind. You think he does? Well, you might be right. Is the map I'm looking at ASCII? No, it isn't. No, it's not. I'm looking at a certified Starfighters, what the hell's their name on GameFAQs? Looking at a certified Starfighters joint. I'm willing to shout them out. They've gotten me through several games on stream. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name. Pretty sure it's that, though. Thank you, Starfighter 76. Yeah. Do you know how many games that one person has made playable for people? They've gotten so many people through so many games. Like, they're out there changing the world, dude. Just with cartography. Now let's go grab this key so that we never have to cast open again. How do I do that? Where am I going? We're going up. Nothing but respect for our troops, yeah. The real heroes are the people mapping out all the, like, old PC dungeon crawlers that don't have auto-mappers. Like Dungeon Hack or whatever. Oh, I think Dungeon Hack is randomized, so that's a bad example. But all the games that look like that, all those, like, red box joints. Or, was it Gold Box? Eye of the Beholder. I still have to play Eye of the Beholder for the Sega CD. I want specifically to play that version because Yuzo Koshiro's my boy, and I'll play anything that's got a Koshiro soundtrack. That reminds me, I still have to attempt to get an Eartheon 1cc. I've beaten the game, like, normally. I'm not great at it, but I would love to try to get an Eartheon 1cc. I took one step! Is damage randomized in this? To some degree, yes. Sometimes you'll hit very hard, sometimes you'll barely hit at all. That is why all of Odin's guns are among the best weapon in the game. Because they always deal that exact number. The laser gun, always 20, always to everybody on screen. It's that consistency that makes it the best weapon in the game. Everybody else, they have to roll a die. Etrian Odyssey has really good music, yeah. We could do the fake 1cc with a maxed out password. Nah, I'm not no coward. That's not true. I'm a little bit of a coward. Let's see. We should be... left? This doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I think I took a wrong turn. That doesn't seem right. The visuals I'm looking at don't match up. I may have taken a wrong turn. It's a very big tower, too. It's like 8 floors total. Persona Q or Q2. You invented those. You made those up just now. I did. I took a wrong turn. Just flute me back to the entrance. Every time I get lost looking at these maps, I'm like, this is an unrecoverable situation. I'll never figure out where I am. Just take me to the entrance. I'm only here to grab a key, and then we can warp back out for the real run to the top of the tower. That's open, not dungeon key. This time for real. Stop getting distracted. This way, and then a right, and then a left, and then another right. Now we're on the right path. Now we're getting somewhere. And then this should be a long straightaway. I think we want to cast Wall on you so we don't get lit up by spells. I didn't put it up fast enough? Okay, it's fine. Magic Wall deflects the attack. The Sorcerers are one of those enemies that are super dangerous because they can spread damage out amongst the whole party. The walls look edible. They look like they're made out of cheese, I agree. This takes me where? Where am I? I'm here. Hang a right? Reapers, I don't think were as bad as Marauders. I've never seen a Reaper do the spread damage move. Are Persona games worth playing? I mean, that's an impossible question to answer, to be honest, because everybody's tastes are inherently different. It's one of those things you gotta figure it out for yourself, really, if something's worth it to you. Me, personally, I'm of the opinion that every game is worth everybody's time. Now you probably just heard me say that and you're like, that's absolute nonsense, but the way I've always looked at it is, if a game is worth, you know, months, even years of an entire devs team's life, it's probably worth a few hours of yours. You know what I mean? Now, where am I? Where am I relative to this key? I think I'm here. That goes to where? That sends me back down a floor, which means we're actually looking right at it. Yeah, I agree with what Greffery said. I mean, you try something, and it might not be for you. That's fine. Not everything's gonna be for everyone. Even me, a person that'll play just about everything. I've even got some stuff that bounces off of me hard. If a game is almost entirely story and like reading, it's likely to bounce off of me. If a game's primary target is my heartstrings, it's probably gonna bounce off of me. Sorry, Toby Fox. Everybody's got things like that. There's a treasure chest. It has exploded, but we found the miracle key we were after. I can't hold anymore. I do need to drop something. Drop a burger. We got the Merkle key. Burger is dropped. Merkle key is picked up. Take me back to the entrance. So now, we shouldn't need to cast open anymore. It should just work. Yeah, there you go. Get me out of here, though. Earthbound Halloween hack. I got nothing against his games, per se. It's just when I can tell that a game is primarily trying to make me feel things. I'm out. I don't. That's not... I'm a button pusher. I need to push buttons. We're full up on items. I don't think we need that. Anything else? Yeah, we got like 8 burgers. He has personal beef. They're fine. The soundtracks are really good. But yeah, I mean, it's all to get around to the point of, like, I don't know. I think that everybody, even if I think that every game is worth your time to at least check out, there's obviously going to be stuff that's not for you, and that's fine. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just part of it. There's so many games out there. No one will ever be able to play anything. Like, no one will ever be able to play everything, so you gotta kind of hone in on what you're looking for, and then go after those. And the only way to figure that out is to just play so much stuff and figure out what it is that you do and don't like. We can use our miracle key for this as well. What about Yakuza? I mean, I haven't really played them. Can I get back to you when I've, like, played them? I've played the demo for the first one. That was pretty good. I've watched Gary play several of them. I sat in on several playthroughs. I do not have my road pass. Obviously, we're playing the PS2 one, yeah. You got me fucked up. You think I'm playing, like, some re-release? No, no, no. That's not the way. That's not what I'm about. No, 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 no. Give me the OG release, please. My good friend Danny has said multiple times that they want to be there for that, so whenever we do get around to Yakuza, we're probably going to drag Danny along, kicking and screaming. Fiona the Foxy.
Danny needs to co-host. It will be Kiwami.
Thank you. I don't like that I just took explosion damage on the way in. I'm literally gonna stop opening chests. Why am I opening chests and getting exploded? I need to go in with full resources. Pete was right. It's my insatiable greed. It's making me take all this damage on the way in. He was right. Games need a status effect where you randomly explode from time to time. You know what's got some really good status ailments? The Suikoden games? There's one where there's like a bucket on your head and you can't see. And there's another one where there's like a balloon, and if you get too many balloons, you fly away out of the battle. It's 10 out of 10 game design. It's really funny. They're so goofy. Might and Magic? No, I haven't played any Might and Magics yet. I've played King's Bounty. I think that's the closest we've come. I fully intend to play the Might and Magic games with no magic. I fully intend to play Warriors of Might. And where I'm gonna have to bring back my Shadowrun character, Brick Shithouse. Alright, stop opening chests. We don't open chests anymore. We have everything we need. Yeah, we'll get around to Might and Magic at some point, no doubt. I want to get in. I want to play more. I say more, but I haven't streamed any of them. I want to stream some Ultima games. It did. It really hurt not to open that. It took every bone in my body. Wait until watch like 3 fights from now when I forget what I've said and I start opening chests again. Pictures of the Centaur's wife and children. Can you imagine if you got blindsided by by that? No, Evil Power steals on. Ultima 9 is the one I'm most hyped to play. Ultima 9? Dude, that's some Dino-ass shit right there. That's the one I crave the most. Lazarus Necrosis, thank you for the 30 whole years. Every time I see somebody, like, talk about Ultima 9 always comes up as, like, the one that... it's the one that they're always recommending people don't play. And every time I see that, I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is, this is the good one. This is the best one, and everyone's cowards. I understand. Nothing will pique my interest more than people being told not to play a game. Because I'm like, I gotta see what's going on here. Because I'm gonna jump in and I know I'm gonna have a good time. Because I can just do that. I'm able to have a good time. It's a trainable skill, I believe. Much like anything. The ability to enjoy any video game, you can train this. You can get better at it. Now, I need to actually, like, crit path to the top of the dungeon for realsies this time. So I need to pay attention to the map in front of me. Super Uno. Yeah, is this the is this the reverse psychology portion of this bit? I saw Mr. Radon play Uno DX. Uno XD? DX for the Saturn? It has like the full-on anime intro, but it's Uno. We'll have to get around to that. It looked absolutely peem. An Uno anime would be really good. I would love to see them over-explain basic Uno plays. That would be super good. Okay, I probably need to put a wall up. Oh, wait, but do I want to spend MP? I might need all of the MP for what's coming up, but I don't want to fight sorcerers either. But I don't want to run because I need experience. Put a wall up. Fuck it. You got me in a box here. That's true, we have loads of burgers. We have to be a bit conservative with MP, because they're gonna make us go through a lot of stuff, and then still do a boss fight at the end. And we really don't want to spend much on the way there. We want to have as much as possible for that moment. I opened a chest again. Your boy did not listen to himself, to his own advice. He's an idiot. The greed is good, yes. I can't wait to talk about Phantasy Star 2 tech. Phantasy Star 2 has some of the funniest tech of all time, such as how to avoid encounters by hitting the examine button every time you take a step. Where do all the empty boxes end up? Presumably they're just littered about the place. Bombs still armed. You have some words about Phantasy Star 3. Don't worry. You're probably curious if I'm going to show the silly softlock you can do in that game. And obviously, yes, we're going to. Don't worry. I'll say nothing more about it until we get there. Now, this takes me to where? I'm here. I'm here on the map, and then I went up to here. Okay, I see. I'm following. What's up, Smuggy Bear? We're going up through the Baya Malay Tower. We're rapidly approaching the end of this video game. Carry pot burgers. We can't put the burgers in the pot, sadly. But it's fine. We got loads of them. The thing is, though, at this point of the game, we have like 2 full pages of key items. Just let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1 full page of untossable key items. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? 13 out of my 21 inventory slots are untossable key items. So you have very finite burger space. I should not have opened that. I'm out here taking a chance. Just can't help it. Can't help myself. I gotta have it, dude. You can't just leave a treasure chest on the ground. They put it there to be opened. Yeah, that's a really good invention. Segregating the key items to their own little section in your inventory, that's a wonderful invention. That's one of the greatest things that's happened in RPG technology. It's right up there with stacking the same item onto each other, because this game doesn't do that either. Every individual burger takes its own slot. And then we take a right. Being able to drop key items, yeah. I wish we could stack burgers, that'd be really handy. You just make like a Dagwood. Noah needs a burger. You eat that. That's for you. This takes me to where? That takes me back downstairs. I go up, take a right to here. Okay, I'm following. Being critically low on burgers, yeah. Titan! Certified Angus beef, I couldn't tell you. I try not, I don't ask questions. I don't think I want to know what's in it. The burgers didn't make it into the TTRPG book. I like that the tabletop, like, Phantasy Star thing, and that's like, that came out recently, right? The tabletop rules for Phantasy Star? I like that it was mostly based on this original series. Because it has the strongest tabletop vibes to it, as opposed to PSO, although I think there's plenty of PSO in there. But I like that they went back, for the most part. Now, where did that take me? Where am I on this map? There I am. I'm looking at a map and I'm still finding it hard to follow. If I was mapping this out myself, we'd be here for months. Are the burgers in the Japanese version? I think so, but I don't know. Maybe they just did monomates and dimates. They certainly just went to monomates and dimates afterwards. But I like it. I like that it's goofy. I like that it's goofy burgers. Noah has advanced a level. Is a monomate protein goo served in a tube? That sounds right. That's a dead end. That means I am here. Yeah, okay, I know where I am. That means we just hang a left here. We're good. It's sorcerers all the way down, I'm afraid. Yeah, there's a tabletop. I mean, if you just Google for it, it'll probably come up. Or somebody could link it. I don't know. I'm opening chests again. I'm a little bit of an idiot. We need burgers. Just the one burger. We're good. And that takes me downstairs. So we're in the basement right now. Thank you, JCW. It's a pretty cool setting for a tabletop RPG. Because it does have, it's got like old school fantasy to it, while also being sci-fi. And it's sci-fi in a way that's not dystopian, which is extremely rare nowadays. Alice needs a burger. We're running out of burgers at a rapid speed. I found a flash. I'm sorry, Flash. There's just no room in my pocket for you. And then this room is, this is a straight shot to the stairs. There's a good reason for that sorcerer lance, and we'll get to that when it happens. There's a very good reason for what you've described. Androcops! 2 of them. We gotta get all the way up to the 5th floor of this joint, and we're slumming it up in the 2nd basement. We gotta climb like 8 more floors from here. Now we're in basement 3, because this dungeon is fucked. It makes you zigzag up and down to get to the top. I have to remember to take a left turn after this battle. Yeah, the architecture is crazy. You had a college that had this? To get from point A to B on the 4th floor, you had to go downstairs and back upstairs. That rules. That's awesome. I love that. I wish they had dungeons like old school dungeon crawlers. I wish there was a building built like that. The best we have here in Ohio is the good old-fashioned corn maze. Yeah, I love a good corn maze. And then that takes us back up to basement 2. Then we weave through here. Take a right, back up the stairs. Now we're in basement 1 after this. And then I believe it's all ascending from this point. So we go straight ahead to those stairs, and then we're back on the 1st floor, and we gotta climb to the top properly. No more weaving up and down. SNES Arcana? No, I haven't gotten to it. I've been meaning to. Fiona!
I drive 8 hours west and find the biggest corn palace in the world in South Dakota.
Corn Palace? I've got to make it out. I've got to make it out there. That sounds really good. The Corn Palace. Thank you. A lightsaber. Do I need a lightsaber? I don't need a lightsaber right now. Have I built a corn maze in a theme park simulator? No. My experience with theme park simulators is largely the same experience that other people have, which is like, how can I make conditions terrible for these people? How can I make the world's most dogshit theme park? Does this game allow me to kill people? Let's find out. Which is, it's a fairly universal experience for some reason. Now we're on the second floor, and it's all ascending from here, yeah. Want off this wild ride, yeah. Another one. I don't like that it hits everyone. That takes me here. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. Now it's always, etc. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tarzabal. You know what it is? I'm reading chat. This is one of those games where it's very conducive to read chat, and I'm just mashing and opening chests in a situation where I really don't need to be. This is a door. No, this way. Always blame chat for your shortcomings. That's the first lesson you learn in streamer school. Never blame yourself for what you can blame on your chat. This is rudimentary shit right here. There you go. I avoided the chest just for you. Another one! Don't fear the chests. There's goodies in there. There's goodies in there. Why would you turn them down? They exist to be collected. See, it didn't even explode. Relax. I do need to eat more burgers, though. And probably Odin needs one. We are down to our last 3 burgers. It's getting a little tight. It's gonna be magical healing soon, and that's a problem, because we want to save as much MP as possible for the boss. I've only got so much room for burgers, that's the problem. And the encounter rate is so high that your options are run, or hope you run into the right shit. Hope you don't run into too many, like, magicians that can AoE you. Ignore the chest. Ignore it. I don't need a tip, yes, oh pie, trust me. I got this under control. I appreciate the sentiment, though. This ain't my first rodeo. That takes me where? There we are. A burger per square foot. Now this is where they get you. This is where this game gets you. Because you see this completely sane and normal corridor, but it's not sane and normal. We gotta use telepathy to see which tile in front of us is fucked. It's this one. Noah has a terrible premonition. The spot on the floor in front of us is trapped. We need to disarm it, or else we'll fall down a floor. But it should be smooth sailing to the top now. Or at least as smooth as it can be in a game like this. I appreciate you asking first if I needed a tip. many chatters, names withheld to protect the innocent, they'll just drop their hot tech. They'll just drop it. I appreciate asking first. Genuinely, it's very kind. Is there anything stopping me from wanding out of every fight? The only problem is that when you escape from a battle, you automatically take a few steps backwards, and this game's encounter rate is sky high enough that you might not get anywhere. You might just run into the same fight when you get back to where you were. We've made it to the roof. That and, you know, we want EXP. That was the tip, that you can use the wand to escape? Yeah, no, I got you. Trust me, I got this. So we can go here? Yeah, we can go to here. Here, let me save the game first. I'll save it in slot 2, which was the cake save earlier. Get to the top of the tower. We can't do anything here, but we can open our menu and we can take a look around. There's nothing special here, but we have a pair of items that will be very helpful. The first of which is the arrow prism, which we've been told can reveal a flying castle if we use it in the right spot. Alice raises the prism towards the sky. A vision of a celestial castle appear in the sky. Yeah, we have Noah equipped with a laser shield. We've done both of those things. So we see the castle now, but how do we reach the castle? This is where the second helpful item, the Laerma nuts, come into play. We've been told that if we give this to certain animals, they can become large and grow wings. And we have had an animal with us this whole time that can use such a thing. Meow ate the nut of Laerma. When Meow eats the nuts of Laerma, he becomes clothed in flame and emits a blinding light. When he is visible again, he's been transformed into a beautiful winged beast. Meow flaps his wings proudly. Look at him go. There goes my son right there. So we fly to the floating castle. Or do we? We're intercepted in midair by a gold dragon. I think we cast one wind spell. It's always dragons, yeah. He ain't so tough, I'm not worried about it. That only did 1 damage. I sleep. As for the person who... Oh, he can heal himself. That's fucked. But as for the person that asked how you're supposed to figure this out, it's just NPCs around the map give you all this info. It's up to the player to piece any of it together. He keeps healing himself. We're getting nowhere fast, folks. That did 15 damage. I don't appreciate that. We almost got him down. He's spending all his turns healing. Ow. There we go. We damaged him faster than he healed himself. Does Meow get any actual power-up from this? I don't think so, no. Now we're here at the floating castle, which is actually a small town. The old man has nothing to say. Not a thing. Don't believe your own eyes in the depth of the dungeons. Not very chatty, these people. How many burgers do I got left? I'm down to my last 2 burgers. I think Meow needs 1. And it looks like Noah needs the other one. And that's just how that's gonna be. That's what we got going into this boss fight. We're in decent shape. We got most of our MP still. We're doing fine. It did take all of our burgers to stay to stay healthy. Don't go against Lassick. I'm sorry, sir. I gotta get him. Oh shit, there's a serpent in here! Fair enough. The Serpent House. This is like a second dungeon inside the first dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. And we have no burgers. We got no burgers left, so it's gonna get a little uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a second dungeon inside the first dungeon. We're going layers deep. It's kind of piss-colored. It's kind of the piss dungeon, you're not wrong. No opening chests. Do not, streamer, do not open chests. Be smart. Be smart. There might be a burger in there. Yeah, true. I took maybe 2 steps. Away. Pretty simple to navigate this place, though. It's mostly just long corridors. I think we go west? Yeah, this feels right. Cut through here. Try to get into as little fights as possible. Two Hans. We might need to cast a few heals before the boss. Before we get to the boss fight. And we need to make sure... that Alice never goes under 8 MP, because if we're not able to fly out of this dungeon, we're so fucked. We would not survive having to walk all the way back, so we gotta make sure we never spend too much. What's up, DJ Ivy? We're at the end of Phantasy Star for the Sega Master System. That puts me here. Yeah, okay. Frog Race has been redeemed. Poem's been redeemed. A Marauder? Absolutely not. No, sir. We wand out of here. We get out of here. That's the one enemy I'm not fighting. No, sir. But yeah, you see, it makes you walk backwards, and then you might take that step forwards. You might just get into another fight. We don't negotiate with marauders around here. Absolutely not. We'll finish up our business in the floating castle, then we'll do the frog race, we'll do the poem. He's bursting with strength? That's a good emote, super unknown. Dungeon key. I have watched all your actions. Attack me now, if you dare. That's the Shadow? He looks a lot like Dr. Mad, except he's not as mad, I suppose. The Shadow of Mad. He hits kind of hard. Well, sometimes. Sometimes he rolls badly. But I'm only Lassik's Shadow! You thought you've defeated me, I'm but only Lassik's Shadow. Even if you defeat me, you've gained nothing at all. True. But I never thought you were Lassik, because it didn't say the word Lassik at the top of the screen. Thanks for wasting MP, dummy. In this game, it's the first way you wrote it, Smuggy Bear. The spelling changes multiple times throughout the series, but in this game, it's the first one. Don't worry, things being renamed seemingly at random is pretty normal. I'll try and correct any of it as it happens, but we're still in the first game, so there's not much to talk about on that. Yeah, Vlasic like the pickles, or like LASIK eye surgery. Vlasic didn't make it to Phantasy Star 2. Hey, no spoilers. You're right, though. That they probably would have called him Lass. I will not be discussing future events in the series until we have gotten to them. So I cannot answer your questions. Hopefully we can get through the rest of this with minimal damage. There's a sequel? What if I told you? You might want to be sitting down for this. What if I told you Phantasy Star is still going to this very day? Would it blow your mind? Probably not, because it's, you know, common knowledge. But for the bit, I'm going to pretend like that's a groundbreaking revelation. I'm not fighting you! Nope! Next you'll tell me Wizardry has 2 animes. Are you sitting? You might want to be sitting down for this. That's actually news to me. I don't keep up with Wizardry, really. That's news to me. Where am I right now? I'm here, and then we cut through here. I'm pretty sure. That feels right. That's less than the FF11 player base. Stand up, sit back down. Let me see here. Let me make certain I know where I am. I'm here. Okay, I know where I am again. We go this way. A magician? I don't think magicians do the move that hits everyone. We should be fine to deal with them. Still fire up PSO Online for the Dreamcast. Do they still have online on the Dreamcast? I guess they probably would. I think I saw Max mess around with that. Should just be a right. Right here, yeah. And then we're back on the first floor. Cool, cool, cool. Whoa, the red dragon!
Oh, big.
He completely clashes with the bricks, unlike when he was in the red dungeon. Should be a straight shot. Give or take a few dragons in the way. 69 HP, by the way. I will not open it. I will not. I refuse. Yeah, they haven't attacked Noah in a while. Phantasy Star 1 looks extremely nice, yeah. It looks a lot better than a lot of things that were out at the same time. It has an unreasonably high level of detail. Okay, we're in the dragon tubes again? Is this whole floor dragons? There we go. I opened a chest. I'm a complete buffoon, but it all worked out. Alright. One last door before the boss. Now is the time to heal up a little bit. Alice has loads of MP for healing. As long as we don't spend all the way under 8, we're fine. We don't need to be casting spells with Alice anyway. I think that's probably fine to start the fight with. We're probably gonna need Meow for healing during the fight. Drop me a save. Drop me a save on the cake save. I'd love the casino and PSO too. I probably would. We still have a frog race and a poem to do. We'll do that after we're done here. Odin, axe or gun? Without question, gun. We want the guaranteed 20 damage. Like, it's not even close how much better the gun is than the axe. There he is. Here's Lassic himself. Ah, my children. You've done very well to come this far. You are very lucky indeed. Do you really wish to kill an old man? Kinda? Your goons did kill my brother, so, yeah, I mean, kinda, yeah. I kinda want you dead. He does very cool pauldrons. Yeah, let's kill him. I think we gotta kill this guy, chat room. All right, then we will forget this as an unfortunate mistake. Oh, he's got his own boss theme. Turn that up. Yeah. Right. All right, Meow is gonna cast Help on Alice to increase her damage. Odin is just gonna cast Gun. Noah is gonna do Wind for max damage. That hits everyone. That's a problem. We're gonna have to burst you down before you burst me down. Who can burst the other team faster? We got the two most important people healthy right now. Odin's probably gonna die. Try and keep Noah healed. Why'd he do 80? Because it's an old RPG. There's a reason we haven't been skipping fights. That's because the end game is quite tough. Meow is dead. Odin's dead. But that's alright. We got the two people we need to win this fight. We only need two. Ow. There's no shot you kill me before I kill you. Although he came very close. Lassic is killed. We got him. Lassic has died. Alice accomplished her wish. Nero is satisfied now in heaven. Hurry to the governor!
Well done, Turner.
This game's not over yet, but Lassic is dead. Flute me out of here immediately. Flute me the fuck out. You're glad that's over and the game is won. Not quite. Not quite. Flute me out of here. Fly me out of here. We gotta scoop our other party members up off the ground. And note that the flute takes you here. Note that the flute takes you here to the floating castle. And not, like, back to the overworld. So, like, if you can't fly out of this mess, you're in big trouble. There we go. To the choich. Step 1, pick your dudes back up. I got some corpses with me. Pick them back up off the ground. Yeah, we gotta do the celebratory frog race. Everyone is alive. Yeah, please make us some zombies. We gotta go back to the governor. The game, strangely, was very blunt with exact directions instead of being cryptic about it. They really say just, hey, go here. This is exactly where to go next. Now, mostly they say that because, you know, the governor is the one that told us to go kill Lassic, so it all makes sense. But there's a little bit more going on here than meets the eye. While we think about that, though, it's time to race frogs. Place your bets! all in on the chonky college fund. Yeah. Down to the last 57 frogs in the pool. Pretty even. Fibbo the Frog, 32%. 26% think that College Fund is going to repeat as champion. 22 on Suwako. 21 on the Evil Tennis King. Best of luck, everyone. 1 and 4, slightly ahead. 2 and 3, keep the pace. It's pretty even all of a sudden. Wait a minute! The Evil Tennis King wins. It's a frog number 2 kind of day from the look of it. Evil Tennis King, pay it out to frog number 2. 428,000 new yen given to 19 lucky winners. Congratulations. All 19 of you. You've lost 10 in a row. I'm sorry. When it hits, it's gonna hit big. What is a Suwako? I have no idea. I'll be so real with you. I have no idea. I don't name the frogs.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Nub Chaos, thank you for the follow. Hold that thought. We have to ask Stampede for a poem in this trying time as well, and then we'll get back to the game.
Hey, Stampede. How about a poem?
It is satin, not glossy. Smooth to touch and slightly sparkly. It is black and sometimes chipped, but it's mostly majestic and deeply divine. This skin absorbs light, cuts color, and flattens the sunlight's bold blades with folds of the blackest of blackest anti-bright cold-soaked rust-choked primer. The never-done unpaint.
I feel like Stampede tried to sell me something just now. Was that an ad read? What was that? I feel like he tried to sell me something. More burgers. Yeah, don't ask questions. Can I even hold a full page of burgers? Let's find out. As many burgers as I can carry, me lord. I cannot carry anymore. Let's see how sickeningly full our inventory is. Oh, we don't need the lightsaber. Hold on, drop that. We do have enough. We can hold 1 page of burgers, and the other 2 are choked up with key items. Cake quest? No, we've already done that. So, excluding the wand, which we had been using to escape from battles, guaranteed, everything else, and I guess the axe as well, we don't really need... Excluding these, everything else is a key item, so that's over 1.5 pages of your total inventory space that you just can't use over the course of the game, and you can't drop key items. You just end up with a lot of room. You end up with a lot of unusable space for burgers. They limit your burgers through key items. We gotta fly to Motavia for the end of the game. We've only been live for 2.5 hours. This hasn't been that long. I have an idea. I know something that we can look at after this then. Where are we going? We're going to Uzo. Yeah, the land of Uzo. Isn't Uzo a drink? Isn't that like a Like a British drink or something? Did I make that up? Skepsipole, thank you for the 50 whole year. It's a Greek drink. Thank you, thank you. Knew it was something like that. It's kind of licorice-y. I'm not the hugest fan of licorice, although that's that's pretty normal, I guess. A lot of people, it's a little strong. Skepsipole, thank you for the 50 whole years. I drove right over that antlion, and they did not penalize me for it. Let's go. I tried to get on my hovercraft when what I meant to do was disembark from my Land Rover. We should be able to give Meow nuts to fly around. Yeah. Americans hate licorice because theirs is nasty. I've never had anywhere else's licorice. So I have to trust you on that, I guess. Everybody's full up? Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. I've got no experience with this topic. Duggan key. You'd think that after you get the miracle key, which opens every door in the game, you'd think you'd be able to ditch the dungeon key, but nope. Thought I was the licorice streamer. When was this established? This calls for a save. You don't like the way it's spelled? Well, you don't like Lyco rice? It has something strange. What has something? It has something strange. Where's the governor, I wonder? When suddenly, you drop down through a trapdoor into the game's final dungeon. Oh, we're not done yet. Lassic is defeated, but there's still more at the heart of this matter. Yeah, it's more yellow dungeon in the meantime. It's a prank. Yeah, see, now is a good time to have the miracle key. I don't think there's enemies in here, actually. We just go to the end, which leads us into the pitfall. And this path is mostly linear. I don't even think there's enemies here. Old man governor? Oh no, there are enemies, okay. Governor was behind it the whole time? Yes and no. But I will not drop any spoilers beyond that fact. It's alright. There's no danger of us getting lost here, because it's a completely, like, linear path. It's very swirly. It's a very swirly-shaped room we're in right now. It was the Androcops all along. Yeah. We should have grabbed another cake from the cake salesman. That's what we should have done. I agree. This is an elaborate way to celebrate us avenging our brother. We're headed to, like, a surprise birthday party. That's what the cake was for all along. I like it. I like where your head's at. No chests. No chests. We don't open chests anymore. I've evolved beyond the need for treasure. Frivolous gold coins. I'll have none of it. This is greed. Tell you what, I'll open one just for you. That's what I deserve. There's a lesson in here somewhere. It's alright, that's why we brought those burgers. We're fine. We're chilling. We learned lessons? It's debatable. Alright, now no more chests. Learn from your mistakes, streamer. 2 giants! I think we might just want to wand out of here, though. I don't know if we want to take any more encounters. We might just bail. Because we're already on a high enough level to win, I believe. What are we at? Alice is on 23. 23... I think we're all on 23. Noah's on 21. It's probably fine. I don't think we need to power up anymore. I think we just wand the rest of these. Why is Noah such a baby? Well, Noah joined the party last. And every party member you get joins on level 1, so they showed up already behind, basically. They were playing catch-up. What's my favorite burger place? That's a tough call. Because some of my favorite burgers aren't even from burger joints. I've had a burger called the Heartstopper from a joint called Godmother's Pizza. That was a gluttonous burger if there ever was one. I'm not fighting this dragon, absolutely not. The triple bypass burger, yeah. Alright, now we're truly on the bottom final floor of the dungeon, and in fact, the game. And I don't think we take any more fights. I think we burger up right in front of the boss door. So you get into this room, and you realize that it's a complete circle with seemingly no exit. It seems to you, the player, that you're just stuck in an infinite loop. But as we mentioned earlier, when we were thrown in jail, you have to be looking directly at doors. Or you have to be looking directly at walls to find doors on them. So technically, just through the limitations of the game, this door appears invisible. There it is. Yeah, the perfect disguise. Oh, are you always here? These two might always be here. They showed up again. I can take them. That's really weird how the fight music never started. It's still playing this one. That's really weird. Yeah, we must have gotten into the fight too quickly. I think we have to fight these two. This one might be scripted, because they showed up on the same tile. After we had ran, we just took a step forward and they showed up twice. I don't think that's coincidence. I think those two titans might always be right there. No music. Where'd the music go? The music's gone. It's gotten very moody. Do we still have sound effects? We do. It's gotten really moody right in front of the final boss door. That's actually really cool that that happened. That's not supposed to happen, but it's really cool that it did happen. Now's the time to eat these burgers. We burger up in front of the door. All right. Save the game. We're going to put this in the jail. We're going to save it in slot 4 for jail. All right. The final boss of this video game. Depending on how many of these Phantasy Stars you've played, wand is not the right item. Depending on how many of these you've played, you might even recognize them. Final boss, Dark Falls! We've seen them before in this game. This is who showed up when we had that bad dream in the governor's palace. He's huge and muscular in this game. I think we got a fire. I think I need to cast Help on Alice to raise your damage output. Odin just shoots. Noah does wind. He's huge in this game. He's so beefy. You can't even see his HP. He hits twice per turn, and he's extraordinarily powerful. Yeah, he doesn't even have an HP window. Noah's almost dead already. That's a big problem, but maybe Meow can scoop him back up.
Oh my gosh!
I think we just do fire again because we need the guaranteed magic damage. Cure, shoot, wind.
Let's go!
Yeah, the gun can't miss. Not bad.
Oh, big.
All right, Noah got healed. That's good. Now Meow's in trouble. It's always something. Fire, cure yourself, shoot, wind. Aim at Alice, please. If you aim at Alice, I'm totally fine with that. Stop hitting my squishiest party members. That's not bad. That did like 80? Alright, that's fine. Nobody panic. Odin's healed. Alright, we got some problems here. Alice and Odin are still in very good shape. Somebody's gonna die this turn, I'm sure of it. This is good. Okay, wait. He only attacked once. Usually Dark Falls attacks twice per turn, because he's technically two enemies duct-taped together. If he's only attacking once, that means he's over half dead. That means that one of the two is already dead, so we should be fine. Yeah, that means we killed one. That means we're very close. Yeah, he has 510 hit points because he's technically 2 enemies with 255 duct-taped together. I'm out of MP, lads. We're swinging, huh? We're just swinging now. Ooh, no damage. I can't hit him. You can dodge a lot of these attacks, but you can't dodge this gun I have. Give me a few more good shots. That's all I need. No, I need Odin. He's my fixed damage. You better not kill him. I need him. Got his goofy ass. First try, baby. Dark Follows is killed.
Well done, Turner.
Thank you.
Well done, Turner.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I must have been possessed body and soul by evil. You rescued our world just in the nick of time. If you had come any later, it might have been too late. We all thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Alice, your father was once king of Algol. The Dark Castle's been destroyed. Lassic killed. Alice, wish you descend your father's throne and become the queen of Algol? You're given a choice here, but both endings are basically the same. It just alters like one line of dialogue. Do you want to become the queen of Algol? No, it's not a trap. This is like a perfectly legit question. Me, personally, I'm not about that life. We've already accomplished what we were after. I don't need that queen shit. Do it? I mean, I could just save and show you both. It's the same ending, regardless, but I can show you both, I suppose. It drops you back in. It doesn't. It doesn't, though. I'll say yes first. Then you are the very queen of the entire system. I will assist you in all ways possible. And then it shows the ending. Now we can load this, and it'll take us to exactly the same place. Do I want to become the queen? No thanks. No? That's fine if you so desire. You'll always be welcome here. Everything beyond that point plays the same, regardless of which one you picked. Nothing beyond that one line of dialogue changes. The sky gradually clears, and the peace is returned to the Algol system. A gentle breeze caresses by a Malay. But does the breeze knows of the hardships that they endured? Yeah, the lake got filled. Shoutouts to Alice, very cool character, big fan. Shoutouts to Odin, blast hard cheese himself. At some point, Meow turned back into a small cat. That's fine. Even though the memories of evil fade away, their names will be kept in the hearts of the people of the Algol forever. What a game. What a game. What a really good game. And then you fall into the credits dungeon! Story by April Fool. The devs are still in there somewhere. They're trapped. Yeah, we're in the tubes. Ooh, it's green now. That's true, we did finish it in 3. This episode was the shortest by far, but I guess we didn't have as much left as I thought we did yesterday. Some very good pseudonyms in here. It's alright, I know something else we can take a look at before we hit the road. There's something else I want to show. And yeah, obviously, if you've played any Phantasy Star game, basically, you know that Dark Falls is all over the place. It's not the last time we'll see Dark Falls, I promise you. Presented by Sega. Thank you, Sega. What a game you've made. What an incredible game. And that's it. All right. Wonder Tactics. I think over the 6 whole years. Let me see here. How do I finagle this? I don't even have it downloaded. I might have to grab this real quick. Put on some tunes? Give me some tunes. Give me some Phantasy Star tunes for this. Whilst I grab the thing that I need to grab to show. Give me like a Phantasy Star 2. Give me like a... What's the world map theme called? Yeah, that's the one. It's a very pleasant tune. Hold on. I'm gonna grab this file in real time. Place of death? Nah. It's only 300 megabytes? Excellent news. Cool. Okay. I have what I need. Cool. Okay. Grab you. We're a little off script at the moment. We're off script because the game is done, but I still wanna show you something. Because we briefly mentioned it whilst we were playing through this. We were talking about like ways to play through these games. It's gotta update. Installing this update will make your save states incompatible. Be sure to save any progress. Yeah, okay. Relax.
Oh, big.
Relax, PCSX2. Just chill out. Let me see. Now, where's my emulator capture folder? There you are. So, the Sega Ages Phantasy Star Collection for the PS2. Let me just change the now playing to this. Where are you in here? Now playing Phantasy Star Sega Ages Collection PS2. Because I just want to quickly show you how rad this is for playing these games in any language, really. Might have to do some audio balancing. So obviously these menus and all that, these are in Japanese. But there's basically no language barrier here because you just start this up, the Sega Ages Complete Collection. You get to choose which Phantasy Star you want. You got the text adventures as well. No, I'm aware that there's like a fan translation, but even what I'm trying to show you is that even if you got this shit like physically, it's still not a problem. Because you boot up any of these games, yeah, it boots up the Japanese one by default, right? Oh, let me turn this up. Let me turn this up a little bit. Where's my mixer? PS2 in the mixer. Yeah, see, it boots up the Japanese version of the game, which is neat. It's got the FM sound and all that. If you hit the select button in any of these games, you get to choose which version to play. So just immediately, you could play the English version of this in this Japanese collection. But then that has the bad music, right? That has the PSG music, which I don't find as good. It's fine, it's different. So it's like, man, I wish I could get the good music with this version of the game. And there's also CPU clock. What sprite? We don't need that. But you could turn up the fucking movement speed, difficulty. This affects like drop rate. So if we put this on very easy, we put move speed on 2. Let's see. Get me out of here. Just reset the game. I don't know if there's a way to get the FM sound on the English version in this collection. What if the game is civilized? It doesn't affect enemy damage or anything. We're gonna mash through this. Look at us, we're fucking zooming, dude. Fucking crazy movement speed. Fight one swarm. So these things were worth, what, like 2 XP each? We got 8 XP from one swarm. $12 instead of like $2 and or instead of like $4 2 EXP. So this is like a super reasonable way to play these. We're quickly gonna go to, oh, there's archives too, wait a minute. Sound test, we got a gallery? What's in the gallery? It's a little chopped up in PCSX2 at the moment. Some of these images don't even display correctly. Here we go. I think this was on the back of the box for the Japanese version. Do the traps do more damage? I don't think so. There's the English box art. We got some, like, scan lines on that shit. Hold on. Take me to... Title? Yeah. Quick detour into Phantasy Star 2. Just real quick fast, we'll mash through it. Tell you what, I'll leave it in Japanese so as not to spoil any lore. But we are going to quickly turn up the movement speed to boost 4. I gotta show you how fast you can move in this version of the game. Oh, we got the crazy snare drums as well. I'm mashing, baby. Alice versus Lassick. Look at that image. We're gonna mash through this intro real quick. Wow! It's unreasonably fast, dude. No one can live at this speed. It's impossible. Holy shit! So my point is, if you get the Sega Ages like version of the Phantasy Star collection on PS2, you could totally put them in like English or Japanese, and you can put, you know, the movement speed up, and you can increase the drops and all that. If you want a convenient version of these games to play that does not involve any kind of ROM hacking, this is the one. Get the PS2 collection. It's really, really good. That's all I wanted to show you. Let's get the hell out of here. That's my appraisal of the PS2 Phantasy Star collection. Yeah, short stream, I guess. Took about 3 hours to get to the rest of the game. We will be playing the remainder of the classic series of them throughout the next couple of months. We'll get there. We'll get there. If we do stream on Friday, and I don't know if we're streaming on Friday, if we do,
Let's go.
it's going to be random assorted dank. What is Bill Bull doing? Let's go to Bill Bull's.
Thank you.
See ya.
He's probably playing some really dank, like, Atari ST game. That seems like something he would normally do.
Thank you.
Throw scoots at him. If you don't got scoots, throw rack attacks at him. I'll see you next time for other assorted video games. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.